Did you know that translation actually slows down your language learning process? It doesn't speed it up. Let's talk about the role of translation in language learning. One of the most common requests I get on my short videos and my long videos is to attach translations or to have interlinear translations happening at the same time. And while I recognize that this would be perhaps more popular and get them more viewed, it would not actually be more beneficial for your learning, which is why we don't do them. We learn languages through comprehensible input. Comprehensible input are messages that are largely understandable and compelling and communicative that then we take in and internalize as language. Comprehensible input should be around 95% or better comprehensible for us to really be able to internalize it well and internalize rules, vocabulary, and so on and so forth. While translation at times might be necessary, especially in the very beginning of language learning, it's not as powerful as things like gestures, pictures, or signs to help you to connect meaning to words. Your brain is set up to be as lazy as can be. It's a machine for survival. And so if it requires effort, your brain naturally goes away from wanting to do it. It's just a fact of neuroscience. So as a result, when your brain is processing information and there's information that requires no effort and information that requires a little bit of effort, it's going to choose the no effort every single time. And the more you brute force your brain into using effort to learn something, the more tired you get. So if I were to show you videos with Latin or ancient Greek here and English here, or a translation of some sort into another language, your brain is going to choose the path of least resistance for understanding, and it's going to ignore the rest, which means that your brain is going to look at the translation and go, I understood, magical, when really you're not processing the target language, you're processing the subtitles and your brain is nominally attaching them to the audio and saying you've learned, when learning isn't really happening. Learning should not feel especially arduous, it shouldn't hurt, it shouldn't be painful, but it should feel effortful. And effortful learning is how growth happens. So no, generally we're not going to put translations inside of our subtitles, inside of our videos, at least in the main text, because it's actually going to do more harm than good. It's going to create the illusion of learning rather than learning itself. And we want you to learn. We entreat you, therefore, to look at the Latin that's being spoken and attach it to gestures, attach it to words that are similar in today's languages, and maybe look up a word here and there and rewatch the video. That's going to help you to internalize language far better than a translation will. A lot of us in Latin have been raised to show that translation is comprehension, but it's a bad habit and we need to break it. Vale, tesorales.